Hello and welcome back to the Fate of Iberia. So, last time we gained this land up here, and this time I want to, first of all, check that the land is good, and if it's good, we're going to keep it. If it's not, we'll give it away. Then, what I want to do is I want to just slowly start moving towards things we want to happen. So, we want to somehow fix our succession. We want to somehow convert all of this land to our religion. There's some things like that which are just on our list, and it's stuff we need to think about. If we fix our succession issues, we could just take this land and slowly convert it, which would take a long time, but it would work, right? It would get us to where we need to be. So, yeah, we're just going to kind of have a look around, think about what we need to have happen, and make a plan. So, first of all, let's just start with the immediate problems. We got 13 current situation things, we got some new land, let's just figure things out. Now, can I see your base tax? No, I can't. I can't see any base tax because we're above our domain limit and we have 0 county control. That's unfortunate. That's one thing I want to see changed in Crusader Kings 3 at some point. I want to see them give you your base numbers for the holding, because I think that that's incredibly useful. I know it's 0 because we have a 99% taken away from it, but just as it shows realm capital here, I want it to show like a base value, then this percentage taken away, this percentage added, this flat value added, and then it to say like, now here's your total income of 0, right? I think that's a lot more useful than it just saying, you're making 0. Although it does say because we're above our domain limit, we provide no tax, but you know. Anyway, I just think it could do a better breakdown for us. This as well, I would like a better breakdown. I don't really care that it's 0 right now. I want to know what it could be in the future so that I can actually sort out my holdings. I think that's a more useful stat. Anyway, having complained about that, I suspect this land is going to be better. Like, this bit is quite clearly going to be better because it has a special building which is just straight up better than anything. I would imagine that Madrid is a good holding. Yeah, it's already got a couple of buildings in there, so that's probably going to be fine. And Molina, yeah, that's also a fairly good one in terms of buildings. Let's see what we've got. So we've got some truly terrible holdings. Now, they all have no control, basically, which is a slight problem, but let's see. Like this one's got a couple of buildings as well. It's not as good. What about you? Like, this one's terrible, right? It's got one building, and it's got a castle. That's not great. This one is somehow worse. No buildings. So we should get rid of this one. And we should probably get rid of this one as well. So let's just get rid of both of them. Is this in a duchy that people have? It's in a duchy that I have. Fair enough. Let's just give it away to somebody. We could give it away to our children. I think that actually helps us slightly if we give it away to our children. Because I think it counts against their inheritance if they already hold titles. I might be wrong. Let's test it. So you're currently heir to the duchy, and you're heir to these 2 titles, right? Let's see what happens. So he, main guy, is heir to the kingdom, to Cuenca, and to Tula, which is so Tula is our capital. I don't know what the other one is. I assume it's just a random holding. Let me see. Yeah, it's the one next to it. Okay. So he's the heir to both of those, and that's it. You are the heir to these 2, plus the duchy. You are the heir to these 2, and you're the heir to these 2. So everybody is currently getting 2 holdings. Now, if I give this guy 1 holding, let's grant him that holding right there. Let's see what happens. Is within the duchy he's going to inherit as well, which is fine. So I think I might need to wait a second. But yeah, it says he's only heir to those 2 things now. We're now heir to 3 things. That seems incorrect. Oh no, that's correct. But we're heir via a different route for this one. Because we're his heir. Because we're his heir. Because he doesn't have any children. Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. So if I wait just a second here. As we go to the end of the month. Court grandeur dropped. We have another son. Oh no, that's gonna ruin my succession planning. Okay, anyway. So we're now heir to 3 things, which is fine. you're heir to 2 things. So yeah, it did count against what he's going to inherit because he already holds land. Now he already holds our old capital. There is an argument for immediately getting rid of it. I'm not going to do that because that's going to cause us to have reduced amount of levies and income for a bit, but there is an argument for immediately just chucking it away. There's also an argument, if we want to keep it, for giving away other holdings, because if we give away other holdings, then he won't inherit that one. He'll have the land that we've given him. So it's something to think about. Right, so what's our terrible holding? So this one is Uglish. Which one of you is inheriting this one? You are. Right. I'm going to grant you that. Cool. So that, immediately, he's sickly, so it would actually revert back to my son, which is kind of interesting after that. But that should now take away from his succession. So if we go and have a look at him, he inherits 1. Next son inherits, well, they all inherit 1 now, but he was inheriting 2. He doesn't get like an extra 1. Okay, cool. Let's figure out some more things we can give away. This one. So it's Kunka. So we're only allowed to hold 5. Can I increase that? If I manage to main, we can push you up from, what's the assist ruler? Assist ruler is 2. So we'd get another 3. That wouldn't actually give us enough for another holding because you need to get to a multiple of 5 to get to another holding. So we'll hold off on that. So we need to give away 1 more. I think we give away this one. The taxes are nice though. The taxes are nice. I think we can give it away. Who's in line for it right now? I'll just keep them as the current person who's in line because that seems to work pretty well. You are. Okay. So let's grant you that land. Right. So now I have the correct number of holdings. I guess one of the people who was on our council was like a sub-vassal of that one. Okay, cool. We're a little bit weaker. We're earning about 2 gold less per month. But as our control goes up here, we should be making more and more money. Right. And now you can see we actually have some tax. So you can see kind of the base amount that you get. It's not great though. I still think that they could do a better job of showing this. Say like, this is the total amount that you get. And then here's the amount reduced due to county control. I just feel like that would be a better way of showing it. Right now, you have to kind of do your own calculations, which seems a little bit awkward. Anyway, yeah, we'll leave that be for just now. So we don't have this one because we don't hold the duchy. Now, what's interesting is if I usurp the duchy, I think we get to keep it because it's the de jure duchy of my capital holding, right? Yeah, I think that's the way it works. I'm just going to go for it. So we're going to usurp the duchy, which effectively was us paying for that building there. So that should now enable, which will again give us men-at-arms maintenance down, which will save us money in the long term. Right. But that land should now go directly to this. Yes, so that now goes directly to our son. The other duchy was going away from us, so this land was going to our second son because it wasn't our capital duchy. So that's why things were splitting up that way. It's a little bit odd, but it does work out. Right. Are you any good at Marshall? Yeah, so let's put you in at Marshall. Reassign? Wait. Which one are you? Yeah, you. I want to reassign you. That's fine. Spy Master can then be this guy. And that works out very, very well for us. Cool. One thing that has been pointed out to me as well, before we get into these 13 things, is that for these some of these empty positions, I believe we don't pay money if we give them to family members, right? That's the wrong thing. Open legacies. Yeah, so we do not need to give them a salary. So what we should be doing is we should be filling them up. And some of these, I believe, unlock at certain court grandeur levels. Can I see what the requirements are? I'm really hoping to find one that's like, you know, this is a court grandeur level based thing. I could be completely wrong. I think I'm completely wrong here. I thought one of these was based off of court grandeur as like a condition, but it doesn't appear like that's actually the case. So we'll just ignore that. But yeah, I should be filling them up with family members if I can, because, well, we don't have to pay them any money. We pay them nothing. So this seems like a very good idea. Just to get a bunch of benefits. And we can just assign everything to one person as well. Don't think you can only hold one position in the, like, in your court. I might be wrong, though. Maybe you can only hold one position. Yeah, so our nephew's the only person who could do this job. He's terrible at it, but it would get us 1 learning per level of devotion and monthly piety. Yeah, I think we take that. We don't have to pay him anything because he's a member of our dynasty. A point. Wonderful. Antiquarian. Again, it's still got the same sort on it. Perfect. That's going to be our daughter. Again, we pay her nothing. Court tutor. That's going to be my son. Again, we pay him nothing. But you see all the different benefits we're getting here now. So we're getting like opinion bonuses for people. We're getting artifacts delaying less quickly. We're getting, you know, more. Well, I think it's opinion bonus with him actually. Yeah, but like when we're getting learn language bonuses, it's just a good idea to fill these in. Now, food taster, we actually don't want to be somebody who's in line to the throne because I imagine that they're more likely to die. You will lose weight more quickly if you have a food taster. Oh, I guess that does make a level of sense. Let's put in our daughters in that job. Cool. Master of the horse. That can be my brother. Again, paying him nothing. Master of the hunt. Again, my brother. There you go. He's holding multiple positions. He likes us a lot more for it, and we get court grandeur bonuses for doing it. Plus, we get like knight effectiveness. None of these benefits, like by themselves, are that good, but they're all kind of okay, which I think is worth looking at. I'm actually going to put my nephew in for this one, just because he is our vassal, so like that will improve his opinion of us, so let's stick him in. That can be my daughter. Yep, more monthly piety. Control growth, that can be our daughter. Or that could be our grandson, I suppose. Yeah, let's make that my grandson. Cool. Just because I think you get a benefit from having this, although it might be the salary. Oh no, there you go. Yeah, you get a prestige benefit from giving them the position. So if we're expecting this to be our heir at some point, him getting a prestige benefit is good, because that means obviously when we take the character, we'll also have the prestige benefit. We'll put in a cupbearer. Court jester, we don't want to fill because people are unhappy about being given the court jester position. Court musician, we have nobody who can do it. Bodyguard, nobody. Nobody. Thought I'd check both of them. And then these ones we just don't have the requirements. Which is like we have a poet. We have valid imprisonment reasons. We have done an inspiration for whatever this thing is. Yeah, cool. Well, we'll leave them be. Right. So that now gives us a full court. And just some extra benefits overall, which I think is pretty good. Right. What's this one? Hold court. We'll do that in a second. Let's do this first. We have 13 unread messages. Don't care. Don't care. We can actually look at this one now. We could potentially reforge it as a pedestal item. Yeah, I think that's good. We pay 1 gold. It lowers prestige per month, but it gives courtier and guest opinion and prestige per dread of... That's just terrible. But at least it'll stop popping up. I suppose we could just give it away as a gift at some point, or just let it die. I think we'll let it die. Okay. Low control, we know about that. Disable buildings, we're already fixing a bunch of them. You can transfer Prince Hakal of Yabura to Emir Yaha of Bea. Okay. Sure, you probably desire the... Yeah, you desire the sheikdom. This is just putting my son underneath him as a vassal. Sure, I grant that to you. Powerful vassal expects council position. Don't care. Wars, don't care. Don't care. Family members can get married. Okay, we'll work on that. And negotiate alliances. Cool. And ransom this person. I will take my 10 gold. Negotiate alliances. This will be with all the people I just gave land to. Yeah, like my half-sister and things. Okay, that's fine. It just means they can't join factions, which seems very sensible to me. Yeah, we'll just get alliances with all of them. Now, family members can get married. Now, we have given some of them jobs. You currently don't have a job. You could marry Al-Andalus to get us a very secure alliance there. We don't really want a secure alliance with them. Marrying further afield to somebody a little bit more powerful? Sure. That seems like a good idea. Yeah. We will send that one through. Daughter and antiquarian. So we want matrilineal, if anyone's available for that. That gets us an alliance way over there. Okay. Or my nephew, Chief Quading Royal Architect. Sure, that seems like a good one. Yeah. Let's get them married. No chance of them being inbred, but, you know, like, we'll take that risk. Another matrilineal one. Oh, I suppose this also allows us to get this inherited one into our line. You just have a claim? Yeah, sure. We'll get you into our court as well, which will hopefully help us with getting better Pharises. Cool. Unpause. Let it go to the next month. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, even though it was matrilineal, because he's landed, she still went to his court. Okay, well, I suppose I'll fix it by putting in a new antiquarian. Let's see. I have nobody who can fit the position, of course. Well, that was guaranteed to happen. Cool, that one was fine. All of them are accepting alliances. Good, right. Pause. Yeah. What's this? Court event. I'm unhappy that you gave this person stuff. Yeah, okay. Why would you let this person have a court position? Well, I mean, he is my grandson, right? Yeah. We don't really have anything else we can do with that. Right. Hold court. Let's go. Celebrating another culture. We want to reduce other cultures existing. How about we host a fair, or perhaps even a festival for common folk to expose them to one of the different cultures in our beautiful kingdom? We want to lower cultural acceptance. In which case we want to do none of these, right? Yeah, we want to choose none of these, I think. Yeah, we just want to say I don't want to spend resources on this. Although, yes, he likes us less if we... Yeah, I just want to do this one then. Spend a little bit of money just to reduce the amount he hates us. Basically use it as a stress loss event. My nephew crosses his arms before stepping forward to voice his petition. My liege, I seek your aid in combating the issue of tax collection not working in Etania. I cannot fix the problem with the resources I have. I ask for any aid that you can spare. Gold, which would get him opinion. Okay. A steward can offer you advice. Okay, I'm not really that worried about that. Or lose 30. Yeah, lose 30 opinion. We'll send our steward there to help. Yeah, sure, why not? The monster of Vesio. My lord, I beg you for help. A monster prowls the mountains of Vesio, killing cattle and farmers alike. Few have seen it, but the mangled remains of its poor victims leave no doubt. It's clearly a huge boar, as bloodthirsty as few have ever seen. Take some gold. My personal champion will do it. Now that's our son, so no, I will fell it. Or this sounds like your problem. I'll give him some money. Cool. I was basically just press this button to lose some money for that one, but occasionally you get good events. Right. How's our capital looking now? Not so good, but it's getting there. It's only on 2 control, and we're actually making... We have, like, some reasonable amount of levies coming out of it. Yeah, I think we just unpause and let things kind of roll here. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Call to war. My grandson, who holds land over here, apparently, is fighting this person. A peasant's uprising. I accept. Let's raise some troops and go help our grandchild, who apparently is in another realm fighting peasants. Let's raise our troops. And off we go. Obviously, we're going to lead. I mean, what else would we do? Right. We have now helped our grandchild. Let's head back. Cool. So be it. Disband. Oh, one thing we were going to look at was succession, and I haven't done that yet. Now, our succession problem is still pretty screwed. If we have a look in here, we need plenary assemblies, at the very least, before we can do anything. Because limited crown authority is so important to actually get our succession changed, because it allows us to change between partition succession laws, right? It's by far the most important thing. It's got 16 years left. Before that happens, we can't do anything. Now, assuming that does happen, what do we need to do? Well, do we have any other succession laws we could switch to? I don't think so, but I'm just double checking. Partition? We would need to have hereditary rule. High partition, we would need to have heraldry. Neither of which we currently have. So hereditary rule is here. And heraldry, I think, is probably on the next one. Yeah, it's on the next one, so it's way out. Now, high partition is available. Is available in Navarra. I believe. Like the Basque culture. Due to... It's not the Basque culture? Which one is it? Castilian? Andalusian? That's our culture. It's not going to be that one. I'm sure it's available... Catalan. Oh, wait, is it the Visigoth? Oh, it's Visigoth code, so it might have been in Basque as well. Yeah. So it's in this culture, because that allows you to put to enact the high partition one. And that's 2 techs early. Like 2 tech eras early, you can get this. So that's pretty good. Now, what we could do is we could create a hybrid culture, potentially, of our 2 cultures. What we could also do... Our other option is we could try and change our culture to add that in. Like, we could reform our culture. So let's have a look. If I wanted to reform it, let's say, what doesn't seem good here? I don't really care about expert artisans. It doesn't matter, so I'm going to get rid of that. If I wanted to get this Visigoth one in here, how would I do that? Is there... It might not be available. It might be one that you have to bring in. I think it's one you have to bring in. Do any of these other ones have a succession law with them? Don't think so. No. Equal inheritance, this equal gender law, doesn't really help us at all. Yeah, in fact, it would make things worse because it would mean that we'd have to split land between male and female heirs, which just... It would be a huge problem with 3 wives. None of these seem like it's leading that way. Just making sure to check. Yes, none of these are going to work for us. Yeah, ruling caste? No. So none of these lead anywhere. What other ones have we got? So I don't think it's going to be warfare. Social? Just see if we have anything that seems like it might lead into this. Find poetry? Probably not. The right to prove? No. Oh, wait. Here's one that might give us something. What if there's an elective that could work? As an elective succession. It probably won't work, though. Yeah. None of these seem to be leading into it. It's fine. Just gonna double check. Maybe there is one in, like, here somewhere. Recognition of talents. No. Warriors by merit. No. Okay, so none of those work. Ritual? Bound by faith. Only characters of the same faith can inherit. That's interesting, but not quite what we're looking for. But we're getting there. Ooh, no limit to the number of kingdom-level holy wars that can be declared by one ruler. This one's not useful for this campaign, but is very useful for future campaigns to remember. Now, all of these cost way too much prestige anyway, but the reason I'm checking is because we can lower that by getting the prerequisites. So, yeah, it's just worth checking. Can only have 1 spouse. So none of those. Regional? Oh, there we go. You'd have to be of a Christian faith to get it without merging cultures. Ah, well. Well, that's not going to work. So I can't do that. I obviously couldn't divert... Like, diverging it doesn't do anything for us either. So what I would want to do is somehow merge it with Basque, which we're actually kind of close to, but it's got the same heritage as us. What about Catalan? Same heritage. I bet you're same heritage. Yeah. because they're all Iberian heritage. So we're looking for somewhere that isn't Iberian that has it. What about French? French does not have it. Okay. What other cultures do we have over here that we could potentially work with? This one, equal inheritance? No, no. I think we might be out of luck here. Yeah, I think we're distinctly out of luck in terms of getting an inheritance, which is going to work for us. Republican legacy? Nope. Okay, just continue having a look. It doesn't really matter if they're directly next to us, but it's just worthwhile checking. Equal inheritance. Nope. Byzantine traditions. Nope. Nope. Just continue a few of these. These are well far out. I don't think we've got a chance. I think the only other one we could look at is like Anglo-Saxon for the Witten Nagmot, which gives us Saxon elective, which would be okay. However, we would somehow need to be able to form a hybrid culture, and we currently have 0 cultural acceptance, and it is not present in one part of our realm. Now, what we could potentially do is we could potentially attack them for that culture, effectively. So we could try and take like Dorset, hold on to it, and then that would slowly give us cultural acceptance with them. It's a little far away for that plan, but it's something that we could look at. How about you, Norse? You have the Tingmeat, the Scandinavian elective. We have a little acceptance with you, not a ton, but a little. Okay. We could maybe see what we could do about that. Yeah, it's going to be difficult, though. We would need to basically declare... We do need to do the same thing. We need to somehow get a bit of Brittany. Which was the right culture. Like, Breton isn't going to work. And then we'd need... so none of this is Norse. That's the problem. None of this is actually a Norse culture. So we would actually need to get some land all the way over here, which isn't going to help us either. Cornwall, Cornish, again, doesn't work. So the only one we found that would work is taking some Wessex land. Yeah, which is too far away. Okay, well, it was worth it. It was worth just a little investigation about what we could do. So realistically, our fastest way to get there is to finish plenary assemblies, and then to go down into hereditary rule afterwards. I think that has to be our quickest way, which is not really that quick. It's going to be like 60 years minimum. I mean, how long till this unlocks? About 5 years. Okay, yeah, so it's going to be a long time to get there. I think that's our only path, though. Okay, well, let's unpause and let our control go up a little bit, as we haven't gone very much time forward in this episode. Soul of Iron. A man named Kaysan arrived at my court, claiming to be a master smith who has travelled far and wide. My lord, my family has been sword makers in Madinat al-Muluk since ancient times, and once made falcatas for the armies of Carthage. No alloy is as strong as that which is made in Iberia, and I can perfect it. I can make the world's finest weapons, but in return you must give me command of the blacksmith's guild in Tula Tula. Then they will see that I was better than them all along. If you make swords for my armies, we can get swords like Romans, increases men-at-arms maintenance, but we get better armies for 50 years. Arming your soldiers might worry some nearby some neighboring rulers. We uncooperative guilds. Okay, I'm not a huge fan. Make me the finest blade and the guild will be yours. So he joins our court, we lose money, and he starts forging a sword. Or, I will not anger the guild for your vanity. I love getting development growth, because, well, we need it to push forward our tech, because that's what affects tech. This is actually our culture, right? Yeah. So if we can increase development in our capital, that's going to go a long way. Yeah, cool. Like it. Continue on pausing, letting things roll. Right, ashes to ashes, rust to... I'm just going to get rid of the farmer's bill hook. It costs too much money for it to be worth it, and I never equip it. You would like to pay homage? Perfect. I'll get us some court grandeur. Love it. Is this our capital? Which one's our capital here? Oh, the one that we're building in. Okay, cool. So we'll wait till pasture is finished and then we'll see where we're at. Exotic arms. No, I'm not going to buy your stuff. I don't have money. Call to war. You have died. Alright, well, there you go. Malik Abd al-Rahman I of Zenthir has left the transient house at the call of the True One at 59 years of age. He died of natural causes. A paragon of valor and gallantry, he will always be remembered for his cordial and just nature in the face of all odds. Malik Abd al-Rahman ascends to the throne. An accomplished diplomat, vassals and foreign rulers alike are sure to respect him. So, we inherit the kingdom title, the duchy title, the capital holding, and then another holding within the same duchy, I think is how it determined it, so that's why we got Madrid. This guy, our half-brother, got the duchy title plus the remaining county, which we thought he would get. This brother who had no land got this bit of land, and this brother who had no land got this bit of land. So it pretty much worked as we expected. So he ruled for 42 years. We're currently 36. There's a low chance that we rule for that long, but anyway, it's something to think about. And it's something for us to worry about next time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.